Hello everyone and welcome to the Freak Show. We're going to do another reaction video, and this time it's for Dracula Sovereign of the Damned in celebration of Halloween. And I'm with my friend TJ Hutchson again.
Hello!
And we're just going to watch this one as well. I hope y'all enjoy.
Enjoy our torture. There she is.
Don't worry about it. I can see. Presenting.
Got that background sound. It's like...
From the dawn of creation, the history of our universe has been one of violent conflict, a chaotic clash of opposing forces vying to dominate the void. The very elements of nature itself are in constant upheaval, an eternal combat of opposites. Light against darkness, heat against cold, motion against inertia.
Light against darkness.
On the world of humankind, the awesome struggle of good against evil, the conflict between love and malevolence. In Transylvania stands a sinister castle, a fortress shelter of evil and death. The lord of this castle is the tragic and terrifying personification of the cruel conflict between the affirmation of life and the corruptions of death.
The corruptions of
Condemned to exist eternally,
Isn't that
unready
piano?
undead, and tormented by mortal passions, he is known as Dracula.
I like the music. Got goblins.
Is he holding his own tail?
It looks like someone's holding it for him.
So stop wagging your tail!
I can't even make out that one at all. Looks like a lady with her pussycat.
Driven from his native Europe by the relentless pursuit of an organization
His
of
native
vampire
Europe?
hunters,
Yeah.
Dracula fled to the United States of America, seeking to hide himself in the city of Boston.
Oh, Boston.
His was not the only evil presence in this city, for amongst the mortals there was a group who practiced secret dark deeds.
Ooh.
They met in a church, but their form of worship was an unholy desecration.
They weren't here for Jesus.
I hope you'll forgive us for being late to the service, Master, but our car got tied up in a traffic jam.
No excuses. You know we can't be
No
excuses.
excuses.
So bring your tools here and get to work. Tonight we give a bride to Satan.
Right, Satan? What?
His mouth didn't even move. Maybe he's wearing a mask.
I hope so. Just hammer away at something.
They're chiseling that pentagram in.
I like how it's like in the middle of the suburbs, so it's just like, oh, what are you going to do tonight, Frank? Oh, we're just going to hang up a woman, beat the bride of Satan, you know, the usual.
It's Fabio.
Good lord. Taking them long enough to chisel that thing into the
You
ground.
remember who Fabio is? That guy used to be like, I can't believe it's not butter.
Tonight we invoke the living presence of our master himself. We beseech the Lord of Darkness to rise from hell and accept our sacrifice. We pray the maiden we have chosen to present to him shall be found worthy. Now let the invocation begin. Almighty Lucifer, hear and grant the plea of your people. Appear before us and accept our worship. Abaddon, Beelzebub, Baal, Mephistopheles, thou whose name is legend, come forth, we humbly entreat thee. Almighty Satan, commander of the forces of evil, praised be thy name. Almighty Satan,
Lord of mercy.
Accept our humble sacrifice. Come forth, Almighty Master of our souls, appear and accept our worship.
Almighty Master of our souls, appear and accept our worship.
Lucifer, come forth. Yasando, Hakamanita, Serenita.
Is this even an anime?
Yeah.
It don't look like an anime. It looks like old Batman graphics, like when they used to draw the old cartoons.
I know this is based on a Marvel comic, if that tells you anything. Yeah, the earth shaking. Ah! Oh, lightning. Ah, that came through the window. And who stands amongst the pentagram? It be Dracula.
Presence of Satan, ruler of disciples of the Black, giver of immortality, ruthless destroyer of the big-hearted disbelievers. All power to thee, and to the coming of thy dark kingdom.
You think this is Satan? Oh God.
We, thy true believers, have invoked thy presence here in order to present you with our offering of our
I guess
mortal
the Japanese do, or
We pray
whoever
you find
made
our
this.
choice acceptable. Dolores, rise and step forward.
Sure, they don't. The Asian countries, they don't have as, good of a grasp on like those type of stories, like
Disciples of Satan,
Dracula.
Yeah.
You know.
in this alliance
so. Like
with mortal
Catholicism is a novelty to the Japanese. They're like, oh, look at those weird nuns that dress like that.
Yeah.
Dolores, bride of Satan.
That's why they made like Fire Force.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that nonsense. I like how he looks at her and he's just like, she's beautiful. I will take her now. Puts her in a sack and just walks off with her.
Our offering has been found worthy in the eyes of Almighty Lucifer.
The offering was found worthy, but it was not Satan who received a bride this night. It was Dracula who bore the woman Dolores away from the devil worshippers.
I'm just going to take you away from these assholes.
On the murdery wings of a giant vampire bat, the intended bride of Lucifer was stolen away.
Giant vampire bat. This seems to be higher budget than the other show.
I'm glad about that.
The other one we watched was just downright
Ugh.
pathetic. This one stays somewhat
The
coherent.
beautiful Dolores had aroused the unholy desires of Dracula, and he intended
the
to
unholy
claim her for
arousal.
himself. She would be his for all eternity. He would make her immortal, like himself. She would be released from the restricting bonds of mortal life, and she would be
God, I love a neck.
forever.
I want to bite it.
Mm.
He's just staring at her neck.
That's my fetish. Yes. Oh God. Gotta sharpen them teeth. I can't do it. Oh. Ah. Damn it.
How can it be possible for a creature such as I to feel such a tender emotion as love?
Ah. Damn it.
It can't be. But I must have blood. I can't. But I must have blood.
No. Mm. I must fly away.
And it's going to be about that woman falling in love with him.
I can't tell you what happens. I just remember one scene. And I'll tell you that one scene when it comes up.
Because it's like a cult thing for women in Dracula. They love Dracula and they want to be
He's
kidnapped.
mysterious.
They want to be kidnapped by Dracula, and then
It's weird, man.
yeah. I was like, is this like pandering to that?
What's funny is so far the story reminds me of Castlevania. If you've ever played those games.
No, I never played them.
Goodbye,
Harold.
God, she's stressed over Harold.
Oh God, not Harold.
She's having an orgasm. She's so stressed.
Dracula's gonna get her now. Stick out your neck, honey.
And he dances with her dead body.
I want to say the design for Dracula is nice. It looks iconically Dracula.
Yeah. I mean, how can you fuck up Dracula when you already know what he looks like?
Yeah.
He's been drawn thousands and thousands of times.
You'd be surprised.
What?
Yeah,
Who does that when they're walking down the street and you hear a sound? They're like, what? Who's there?
Huh? Is that you, pussycat?
Damn street rats.
This is a fun. This guy is voiced by Steve Bloom.
Who's Steve Bloom?
The guy who voices Cowboy Spike Spiegel.
Really?
That is Spike Spiegel right there.
Wow. He had a complex role. That's all he did was just make those noises and you knew who he was?
No, I looked it up. I thought that was fun. Finding that out. Ah! Unless man just watches somebody just get bit. Oh God. Oh shit, man. Oh no. You ruined my drinking party. Fancy music.
Wow, look at that. They shouldn't show stuff like that on the air.
Yeah.
That woman had to be crazy walking through that neighborhood late at night all by herself.
Why are you watching live television with that?
What kind of a
Yo, what kind of camera is it? It's got a video of it. It's like aerial shot, like a security camera.
Bite marks were found on the woman's neck. And can you tell us what happened next, sir?
It was off. He sucked her blood. Like this.
Yeah.
And then the man turned into a bat. He grew wings like a bat and he flew away.
The eyewitness, we learned, has a 30-year history of alcoholic hallucinations. Police placed no credence in his story. He was taken.
We do not believe this man.
And then... Ooh, sounds like a vampire movie.
Yeah, don't laugh.
That guy could be telling the truth.
Come on, you mean you believe in vampires?
You should pay my...
Why does everybody look like they're out of the
that I was
60s?
married to is a real bloodsucker.
Yeah.
Look how many bottles of liquor they have on that wall. They all look like the same brand.
You want the same brand of blue whiskey?
Yeah. We have about 3,000 bottles of Sky vodka.
Could you please meet us by the flower park? It's quite urgent.
I
You
know.
better tell me who you are and what you want first, because I'm not partial to mystery meetings with perfect strangers.
I can't explain over the phone.
Too bad. You got a nice voice, and I'm curious about your looks. But it's just like I've been
Wow.
saying. Frank
What
Drake is
douchebag.
mysteries, but
I'm curious about your looks. I might come look at you.
Come on, sweetie, give me kisses.
What's that?
I like how he looks at the phone while he's on his phone.
Who's the little lady in the phone?
Why can I hear things?
So you think my name is Dracula, huh?
Did he
Well, I don't know
spit?
what kind of a game
Yeah.
it is you think you're playing here.
I assure you, young man, I am not playing games, nor am I here to threaten you. But let's get one thing straight right now. I have made it my business to trace your ancestry, and I know you are a direct descendant of Count Dracula of Transylvania.
What?
Your ancestor was Dracula's first son, born before the Count became a vampire, so you were spared that evil curse.
Spared, was I? I still have to carry the name of that evil monster, Dracula, and all the memories attached to it.
What?
If you truly hate Dracula, you will join me.
I thought they didn't believe in him.
That's what I'm saying.
Tracking him down and liquidating him.
Liquidating him.
How about it?
You're gonna liquidate.
We're gonna get him for all his worth and riches.
You're out of your ever loving skull.
We're liquidating his
You got a
assets.
chance against the likes of Count Dracula. You've got another thing coming. As for me joining you, I got 2 words for you. Goodbye.
I'm gonna beat his ass with my cane stick here. Jesus.
She's pushing him with his.
That's funny. That's legitimately hilarious. What the? Oh, God. Oh.
She's enjoying it too.
She's watching this old man whoop ass. Gonna throw a kick at you. Oh, God. What?
What's the big
Gonna
idea?
chokehold you now.
You're lucky I
She
didn't
still
get
ain't no
you
help.
started,
She
you
just like
old
she pushes
fool.
him and then she just like steps aside. She's like,
My
ah,
research
well,
disclosed
you
that
got
you
him.
were a master of martial arts, but I needed to test the level of your proficiency for myself in order to decide if you were qualified to be a vampire hunter.
You got the gleam in your
You
eye.
must be joking.
There's a gleam in my eye when I get excited.
Jeez, you must have every book ever written about vampires, werewolves, zombies, and black magic stuff.
I wrote a few of them myself.
Hey, you're really
Jesus
serious about all this
Christ.
stuff, aren't you?
Deadly serious, Frank. Deadly serious. I'm a professor of science and philosophy with many years of deep research in metaphysics. I assure you, Mr. Drake, I know what I'm doing.
Drake.
Okay, I'm impressed, but I'm still not convinced that you have any idea what you're up against. No disrespect, sir, but you can't even imagine how dangerous a real vampire can be.
Hmm.
I can't, eh? Let
Eh.
me tell you a story, son.
He did that. Was it? They're in a little groundhog. It looks at the camera really quickly. It's like, zzz.
You talking about the?
Or was he a chipmunk?
I can't remember myself. I know what you're talking about because I have the meme on file.
And he turns around and looks at the camera like,
Yeah, like he's shocked as shit. Like, what the fuck? Please do something.
Mm, yes.
We gotta stab him in the heart. Ah! Ah! Oh God!
he always holds one arm out.
Yeah. That way you're not fighting them, I guess.
All of Dracula's black history, none came closer to destroying him than those 2 brave men. One was my father, Jonathan Harker. The other was Rachel's grandfather, Abraham von Helsing.
Oh.
Well, I guess I understand now why the 2 of you became vampire hunters. But where do I fit in?
You're a
It's your
Dracula.
chance to clear your name and earn the gratitude of all mankind. How about it?
The gratitude of all mankind, you say? Now, let's see now. At current market rates, with my good name plus the gratitude of all mankind, I might be able to buy a cup of coffee. But I doubt it.
You want money? In here is a check for $100,000.
That's more money than I made all last week. But I'm afraid it's still not good enough for me to risk my life.
What? That's more money than I made all last week.
Damn, son.
Well, you think?
She gonna beat your ass for that shit.
Hey, oh,
Quit it, come on.
It's gonna shoot your dick off, man.
Oh, hey, don't get crazy now.
If you ever try a trick like that again, I'll put an arrow right through your heart. You understand me?
You made your point, honey. We'll forget about the bonus, and I'll just take the $100,000, okay?
What are you doing, stupid?
Okay. Now that I've joined your little team of fearless vampire hunters, maybe you can tell me how you propose to track Dracula down. All right?
I'm gonna track Dracula. This. With a Scooby.
Christian Scooby.
Elijah was raised in a church until they found
He was Christian Scooby.
Elijah's nose is an unerring radar, incredibly sensitive to
And does he wear a cross around his neck?
depend on his penis to count
Rise
Dracula
from
wherever
those-
he may be hiding. Even with his
Praise
Dracula full of confuse Elijah.
Uh-oh.
My assurance that finding Dracula will be no problem.
Somehow, the thought of finding Dracula doesn't reassure me an awful lot. I have a feeling that when we find Dracula, that's when our real problems will just be starting. How do you feel about that, Elijah?
His eye cleans. How do you feel about that? Cling.
I don't understand it. Satan seemed pleased with the bribe we offered him, but now he ignores us.
Why?
Almighty Prince of Darkness, hear the voice of thy faithful servant on earth. Why have you abandoned your disciples? Why do you ignore our sacrifices? How have we offended thee, O Satan? Master, Hail, Priest, I invoke you by name. Abaddon, Bar, Beelzebub, Lucifer, I command your presence, Almighty One. Come forth! Satan, come forth!
What the fuck?
Mortal! How dare you come in the presence of Satan?
Jesus.
No!
God.
Be gone!
Okay, you thought the other guy was Satan when you got this thing staring at you?
Tell me, I have faithfully followed your every instruction. When you asked for the woman Dolores, I gave her as an offering. You imbecile! You permitted my intended bride to be stolen away right under your nose by that imposter, Count Dracula. Impossible! Count Dracula! Such a desecration. Help us to avenge ourselves, Master. This abomination cannot be forgiven. We shall leave no stone unturned.
You did it yourselves, you dumbasses.
Patience, mortal. When the time is right, we'll fix Count Dracula. What do you mean? How long do we have to wait to get our revenge? I have a very special sort of revenge planned for our dear friend Count Dracula. I promise a revenge more cruel than you can imagine, but you are not to move against Dracula for 1 year, understand? I hear and I obey.
I hear and I obey.
Count Dracula, beware! A revenge more cruel than I can imagine. What could there possibly be?
It's crueler than you can imagine. That's the point. Yes.
While Satan's disciples ponder his words, a smaller but equally determined group is not waiting to press their pursuit of Dracula. Pledge to find and destroy the monster wherever he may be, however long it may take.
As corny as this is, at least it's coherent.
Yeah.
The other shows we've watched have not had made any sense at most of the time through the whole movie.
I agree with you there. This one, at least you know what's going on and how it's getting to point A to point B.
Yeah, it's like that's what I don't understand how those other shows could screw that up so bad. It's like find the path, stay on the path, and finish the stupid story. It's not hard.
Never!
Never! We want to be original!
While ripping off everything. I like how this dog is just taking him everywhere. Like, yeah, he was here, he was here.
He's just taking him to all the burger joints.
Oh, God.
like how he could just walk through town with a shotgun and a
Doberman.
a Doberman looking for, like, what are you doing? Looking for fucking.
We're looking for Draculas.
She's got a fucking quiver full of arrows.
Yeah.
You know.
We're LARPing. Can you not tell?
We're LARPing. That's completely normal in California.
This is in Boston. You forgot.
Oh, yeah.
This is in Boston.
Well, this wouldn't fly in Boston.
His music sounds like something out of a rave party. I'm sorry.
It's probably from the 70s, man. That's like old, like, Scooby-Doo music.
That's why they have a Doberman.
Now it's snowing all of a sudden.
Oh, Raggy.
Road greases.
Get behind me, please. There's Dracula right now, probably. A baby.
On Christmas Eve of that year, a child was born. Dolores gave birth to Janus,
Janus.
son of Dracula.
See, she's been banging it out with Dracula.
Banging out with Dracula and had a baby named Jaden.
She called him Janus.
Janus. We can't have Jaden, so we had Janus.
It's anus with J.
How much longer do you intend to go on with this hopeless plan?
Well, now Jesus
Are
is
you aware an
canonically
entire
born
year
to
has
say
gone by, and we're no closer to
Dracula.
finding out Dracula than we were the day we started. And you know what? Your unerring and infallible Fleabag there is a total complete washout.
They've been walking around for months. It's winter. They had a child. They still haven't found
We
Dracula.
can't find Dracula anywhere.
There's been a significant change in Dracula's life of late. He used to murder boldly and never bothered to cover his tracks, but now he's acting more cautiously.
Hey, do you suppose that means we're closing in on him? And maybe we've got him scared?
Could be.
Well, you haven't found anything.
We are closing in.
Oh God, not this.
I've narrowed down the scope of his
It's a bat.
It's Batman. We found Batman.
Little by little, day by day, friend.
He's only been killing in the shape of a bat on the map.
Yeah.
His GPS coordinates are only like bat shaped.
I guess.
Wow.
We found Batman.
I didn't think this show could get that stupid, but that was stupid. Like, I thought it was pretty corny, but it's like, okay, that was the dumbest shit I've seen.
Dracula baby.
What a beautiful, brave, cheerful, and worthy son I have. Such a good boy.
Worthy son.
Now
Oh,
you
my
must
child
be
is
so
worthy.
He'll grow up big and strong.
I mean, what do you expect? She was a Satan worshiper. Of course she's going to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Which I
Yeah.
kept hidden from you
Fucking
all this
idiot.
time.
How could you possibly keep a secret from me, darling?
While it's true I am not a mortal man, I am not your beloved Lucifer, Lord of Darkness, whom you and your fellow disciples worship at Mass.
I bet you're
I
beloved
lied to you.
Lucifer.
My true identity is revealed in the mirror.
You mean you've never been with him in a mirror
I am
before?
a vampire. I am not Satan. I am a victim of him who made me this loathsome creature, hated and feared by all mankind.
And she's just like,
Dracula?
What?
I knew the moment our eyes met you weren't Satan. There's just too much love in your eyes. I saw the
Damn.
torment also. Anyone who is capable of such tender feelings could not possibly be Satan.
If
Damn.
you knew this, why did you marry me?
In you I saw hope for myself. Oh, darling, there's an awesomely powerful bond of love between us that can transform us completely from evil to good. With love, together we can conquer Satan.
Darling, I want to tell you about the man I used to be before I became the cursed slave of Satan. I come from a titled family, from a kingdom in the Balkans, Transylvania. The territory over which I ruled was small, but fertile and beautiful. My life was dedicated to protecting it. It was a bountiful land. The climate was ideal. The soil was rich. The air was clean. Water was plentiful from clear mountain streams that flowed through the valley.
and you fucked
My
everybody
people
over.
prospered, and they were loyal in their allegiance to me, for I was a generous and compassionate ruler.
We were high-thinking, happy, peace-loving.
Generous and compassionate.
We offered
Says
no
Vlad
threat
the
to any of our
Impaler.
neighbors. But we were fearless.
Is that who he was?
Yes, Dracula's based on Vlad
Countless
the
times I
Impaler.
led my army into battle to ward off invaders seeking to take our
He
land by
impaled
force.
his own countrymen.
We repelled the Bulgarians, the Hungarians, and the barbarian Hun, Attila the Great. Time and again the barbarians rode against us. Time and again we defeated them. But they always returned to try again. Desperate to convince them of the futility of the slaughter, I adopted my own savage method.
Yep, there
I
he is.
skewered the bodies of the invaders and scattered them about the surrounding countryside as a horrible warning to potential future enemies. I shuddered at my
gruesome.
own action, but it spoke to the barbarians in a language that they understood. The strategy worked. Enemies lost their fighting spirit and retreated at the grisly sight of my signposts of death.
My signpost
In
of death.
pursuit of peace, and
Do
my
not
soul
enter
was
my
irrevocably
yard.
tarnished. I became the target of hatred on all sides, and every warrior who rode against me burned with vengeance. Enemies joined forces with the sole purpose of destroying me, and they succeeded.
Jesus Christ. I fucked up.
And so perished the mortal Count Dracula in an ocean of my own blood. Oh, if only that could be the end of my story.
If only. Someone decide to fuck me over and bring me back.
My blood-smeared earthly reputation had caught the attention of Satan himself.
He's like, yo, I thought you was a cool guy. Let me bring you back for a
I
while.
was raised from my grave by his evil power. Neither living nor dead.
Help me
I
out
was
here,
his
bro.
slave. And thus were my mortal sins on earth rewarded, condemned to exist eternally as the prince of vampires.
Like it plays like carnival music.
Like I said, this is totally
500 years
Scooby-Doo.
I have fed my insatiable bloodlust, and the name Dracula has become a horrifying abomination to mankind.
because you drink their blood.
Formerly a symbol of hope, the cross became for me a source of terror, and I shrank from the reminder of the eternal damnation which it represented to me and to all vampires. As Europeans learned too much about my habits and vulnerabilities, I was forced to flee my native land. I journeyed to a land where the people thought stories about vampires were just silly superstition. Americans seemed more concerned about worldly material things than about spiritual matters.
True.
I discovered the Black Mass cult soon after my arrival in Boston, and I overheard their plan to present a bride to Satan. It was my chance for revenge. On the night
Fuck
appointed
you,
for the
Satan.
robbery, I hastened to the Church of Satan's Disciples. My plan was simple and cruel. I would steal Satan's bride and destroy her. Then I saw you, and all my plans were forgotten. As you knelt
You can
before
tell
me
it's
in
love for the
obedient
filter
submission,
around us.
Your eyes met mine. I knew I must have you for my own. My need for you overwhelmed my
Must
need
have
for
you.
revenge.
Have you ever looked at somebody and
With
thought
one
that,
life, I could give
Jonathan?
you
What?
immortality,
Like, you
and
just
would
have
be
to
mine
have 'em.
for all
No.
eternity.
You ever looked at somebody like, you're
But
mine?
strange force
I will
gripped
take
me,
you.
would not let
No,
me
because
carry
I'm
out
not a
my
creep.
purpose. What is this power?
Ah!
I don't know who does that.
I realized what that force was.
I've never looked at somebody and said, yo, you're going to be mine.
Sovereign of the damned.
He looked at that baby and said, fuck that baby. Yeah.
Now I behold the result.
Hey.
My beloved son, Janus.
Janus.
It sounds like they can't pronounce Jesus
My
right.
frozen heart
He was
burns
born
like a
on
torch.
Christmas and his name was Jaden.
Love and joy were just words describing long-forgotten emotions until I found you and regained my ability to feel them.
I too had lost my humanity. That's why I offered myself to be Satan's bride. I had felt unloved and unwanted all my life.
We walk in the
Until that
park.
moment our eyes met. You opened a whole new world.
He's just walking.
Simply by
Her and
and by showing
fucking
me that
Dracula.
you made
People,
me
let me
feel
tell
alive
you about
and
my
special.
best friend.
Let me ask you, do you think he met the parents?
You spoke
Yeah.
not at me.
I mean, he could. Look at him. You don't look like Dracula there.
No woman could ever
Well,
feel
now he
more
does.
loved, more
They
cherished
both have to
than
have the
me.
fucking cloaks.
They have to have them pimp collars. You know those
Such a
pumped
man
out
could
pimp
not
collars.
possibly be all evil.
What kind of collars are those, anyways?
I thought they were called pimp collars. That's what
I
I've
That's
always
too
heard.
much. Yeah, it's like it looks like a clown, or you know, the gestures.
Yeah.
So it's got like 3 points.
Yeah. Babe's just sitting there going, ha
That baby got a lot of hair. You notice that?
Yeah.
The baby's like full head of hair.
Yeah.
Like already looks like it's got like an 80s style hairdo.
It came out just popping the 80s.
He doesn't even know his name. He just keeps calling Immortal.
What
are you doing?
Revenge against Count Dracula has now arrived. Wonderful. Command me, Master, and you will find me eager and obedient.
He's like, hey, mortal man, get over here. You're gonna be doing some shit.
I told you to wait a year, so now it's been a year, so do your shit. Picking up on a scent now. And they're in a car for some odd reason. Gonna run over that Dracula. Doberman sent you something.
It's a message from the disciples of Satan, darling. I wonder what it could be.
We
Oh.
hail the birth of your Satan-sent child, and we shall gather tonight for the purpose of baptizing your beloved Janus into the fellowship of the
Baptizing
This
James.
ceremony will place your son under the protection of Satan and will render him safe from all harm.
I'm frightened, darling. That priest is a vengeful person who can't be trusted.
Don't worry. I can handle that, old Thorny. But the protection that they offer could prove to be very valuable to Janus.
Okay, wait. You don't want your child in the
Boy,
hands
I've
of
never seen Elijah
the
get so
devil,
excited.
yet you're giving your
I think
hands
he's
to the
definitely
child's
picking
death.
up the scent.
I've waited a long
Yeah,
time.
but he
for
thinks
this
Sa-
moment,
he
darling.
thinks Satan worshippers are gonna keep his child safe.
Very
Yeah.
dangerous business.
Dumbass.
What are you two so uptight about? He's just another boogeyman. I can handle him easy.
He's just another boogeyman.
Oh. Look at her.
What in the fuck is on her head? They're like Mormons. They don't even have cars. Or Mormons. It's what are they?
Amish.
Amish. Mormons don't have cars.
Now we're just gonna get a bunch of Mormons going, actually, we do have cars.
Yeah, I forget which ones. I forget which religion's which. Because there's the Quakers too. What do the Quakers do?
I don't even know what the
There's the Quakers, the Amish,
Why?
the Mennonites. Who's the Mennonites?
That woman is.
We only baptize on Sundays.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
very curious about that baby. Could it be Dracula's child?
That baby, could it be his child? No, it's just a random baby they found on the street. Named Jadis.
I want to see that dog just get a hold of him and just be like,
Be gone, Satan!
it's so close to getting hold of him.
Hey, at least Dracula knows how to ride in style.
Look, the dog's right there. Look,
Oh.
get it, dog. Get him. Get him.
Get him, Rover.
It's just got a wheelchair ramp built to the back.
He's ready to kick some ass.
Did she start to knock and he just opened the door? She's like her hand went up to knock
Yeah.
and he just opened it.
He's like, don't forget about that, honey. Look how low that chair
He's
is.
like, you think Dracula knocks?
I don't have to enter a place that they don't know I'm here.
No one's here. Was that invitation just a cruel joke?
Ah! trying to fight the Dracula, and they got crosses coming in.
We've got to get in there and destroy him before he gets away from us.
You two settle down.
You're in a church.
We'll lose control of the situation and play right into Dracula's hands, as so many before us have done. Just be calm, keep your eyes open, and we'll see how the situation develops. No!
You're in a church, and they put down crosses. I would think they're trying to deal with Dracula.
I can't stand it! Stop!
Ah! I hate Evangelion!
You! What's going on? In the name of Lucifer, you, Count Dracula, stand convicted of sacrilege, in that you did fraudulently assume Satan's name, and that you did steal his bride, Dolores. Prepare to die!
I got a gun.
Put down that gun! You're endangering my wife and child. You hear me? Drop it right now. I command you to obey. You're wasting your time if you think you're pure.
He's trying to block him with his cloak.
Stay back, honey.
Shoot through my robe.
It's not like you can't run away while I deal with this person.
Also has the power to destroy that lamp. He instructed me to load the gun.
You think your bullet can pierce my
Silver
robe?
bullets. He loaded the gun with silver bullets.
He already knew. He knew how to get rid of him.
That's werewolves, not Dracula.
Is it?
Werewolves are silver bullets, not Dracula. Oh.
Take it away!
He just needs to be shooting him with garlic cloves.
Ah! Yeah, you got him.
Where'd you go?
My baby!
Oh no!
No!
You shot the
You
baby.
shot my baby! Oh, Jesus!
What the fuck?
My son!
Get him to a hospital.
Our baby is dead.
God.
Didn't mean to do it.
I didn't mean to shoot the baby. I want to kick your ass. God. Whoop his ass, Dracula. Don't choke a bitch. Yeah, it was a mask.
He's so upset for that guy being a murderer. He keeps yelling it out, even though he's murdered countless people just to suck their blood.
Yeah.
Innocent child. I'll destroy this devil with my bare hands.
Jesus. Dracula. I must destroy the tower.
This might well be our chance. Get ready.
Might be our chance to kick his ass.
Come on.
It looks like
He's just still over there throwing a temper tantrum.
my baby. Ah. Can you imagine being these randos just walking into Dracula doing this?
Attack Elijah. Right. Move in and try to throw him down so we can drive a stake through his heart.
Get him, Elijah. Just throw punches and kicks at him. That'll stop Dracula. Yeah, that'll work.
I'll get him. This is for my grandfather.
This is for my grandpa. Help me!
He just slaps that dog.
That dog ain't good for nothing.
Right? They should be biting and holding on to him.
Oh God, the old man's out of his wheelchair.
No more killing. Our baby is dead, and you can't bring him back to life by spilling these people's blood in revenge. Hear me with the human heart that I know beats within you, Dracula. No more killing, please.
You told him not to kill these people, so he's like, fuck!
My darling baby! Why couldn't you have destroyed me instead of my dear innocent son? Mourning now, with storm clouds. All nature must mourn the murder of Janus, my son.
He controls the weather.
In the days that followed, a strange quiet fell over the city of Boston.
Strange quiet.
It was a strange blast.
4 hours west of Boston,
A
by
strange
Express,
quietness.
lies the largest city in the Western Hemisphere, the teeming metropolis of New York City.
New York City. I like the paintings. They look nice. Like, I would hang that up in my house. That
I
looks,
wonder whatever happened to those old cells.
they probably get lost in the shuffle.
They get thrown away.
Yeah. People are like, oh, no one wants this shit. Get down, yeah. We're in the 80s now.
Satan's gonna fall in love with another woman now.
Yeah, baby.
Or not Satan, but
Dracula.
Hey, I'm sorry, babe.
Sorry, babe.
I got crooked eyes, bro. Sorry.
I got hit. The same thing.
I can't see anything.
Yeah! I'm in New York City. Yeah!
You can't drive like that through New York. The roads are too fucking cram-packed with
Cars.
traffic and shit.
Actually, I'm a triple Scorpio.
A triple scorpion?
What even is that?
It means I got a crooked penis 3 ways.
Truth is, I'm a triple Scorpio.
It goes like this.
You'll never take me alive. You didn't know I was the vampire killer, did you?
Oh, don't joke about such a thing.
I don't know what you mean. I was being serious.
Quit that. Be a nice guy, will ya?
Okay, come on.
Be a nice guy, not a creeper.
Better not play games with me or I'll bite a hole in your neck and suck your blood out. Remember, I'm the big, bad, bloodthirsty vampire.
Don't! You scary me!
What the fuck?
Uptight. Come on, give me a kiss.
Ah! She gonna get you.
What's happening? I don't believe it.
Meet the real big bad vampire!
Ah!
Vampire.
Jesus. Okay.
Well, the movie took a turn for the worst.
It went from
Making sense to...
Meanwhile,
Whatever.
in Boston,
whatever in Boston.
Those New York murders are quite intriguing. It sounds like Dracula's work, all right. I guess he must have gone insane with rage because of the death of his baby. At any rate, there's one thing for sure.
I like how he
Those
has
New
a
York
cast
murders are
on even though he
definitely
didn't
the
do
work of a
shit.
vampire.
I don't think we should just assume that it's Dracula who committed all those New York murders. He isn't the world's only vampire, you know.
You probably have a good point there, Rachel, and we shouldn't jump to conclusions and make assumptions where Dracula is concerned, because he could be hiding out right under our noses, right here in Boston. I've noticed that Elijah doesn't seem restless or in any hurry to leave here. Our best bet is to keep an eye on Dracula's wife. I've been keeping tabs on her. She visits the baby's grave every day, and she still seems to be in a state of shock.
I feel
Wouldn't you
sorry
be?
for her. She's had to endure so much tragedy in her lifetime.
You must harden your heart. Remember, we must destroy her husband. He seems to be more
What
genuinely
the
devoted
fuck?
to his wife than any husband I've
Don't
ever
get
heard
too
of.
attached.
I don't
You're about
think
to
he'd
kill
marry
her
her
husband.
without ever trying to see her again. We all seem to be in agreement then. If we keep our eye on her, Dracula's bound to show up sooner or later.
God, everybody has that eye twinkle thing. It's ridiculous.
Oh, they're old Saint Nick.
Ching! They're following her. 2 inches away, but they're following her. Shh, gonna find Dracula.
They're both. Oh, hey, there's the guy in a wheelchair, like he's hiding. He's just run through no.
He's got his nice blanket on and everything.
Yeah, he's anus.
Janus.
He's a huge anus.
Maybe I just can't believe that you've been taking
That's what Dracula said when he saw him. He said, "You're gonna be a pain in my anus."
your sweet voice in all my dreams and in my every waking thought as well.
The weird part is he got shot in the anus.
How he loved you.
He did get shot in the anus too, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's bleeding out his baby bum.
I can't go on.
Oh no, not Janus. Not Janus'
I died,
anus.
Janus, but I can't go on.
No!
No.
Janus.
Frank, Rachel, try to stop her. Oh!
Oh. What in the world?
Thou shalt not take thy life, Dolores.
Heaven forgive me, but without Dracula
What?
and Janus, I have no reason or desire to live. Have mercy on me and allow me to end the unbearable misery I've brought upon myself by turning my back on heaven and offering myself to the black forces of evil. I regret ever having been born into such a life of wickedness and suffering.
You have sinned, and you have therefore suffered greatly. But heaven has never turned its back on you. You shall be granted a second opportunity.
What? What in the world? Oh, what the shit?
Janus! Oh,
What in the world?
A genuine miracle.
Let's pray for this shit.
A genuine miracle.
Yeah.
God just favors this woman. Like, out of all the children in the world he could have brought back, he brings back Dracula's kid.
Yeah. Well, we didn't do nothing.
It's the heavenly light of revival. It's coming from the cemetery.
Where do you know it's coming?
What's the meaning of this?
I can't go into the sunlight. I need my sun hat.
The heavenly light of revival.
It's what
He just knows what the light is. He's like, somebody's being revived.
He is going to bring it back to life in an attempt to bring about my downfall by making me confront my own son in a test of his heavenly powers against
The
the
fuck?
powers given to me by Satan. I must stop it.
What? Ah! Still daytime.
How does he come up with this logic?
I don't know.
oh, Janus.
Janus is
He
moving.
moved. He's breathing.
Janus is back.
My baby, my baby. Come, let me hold you in my arms. Janus.
Okay. Jesus is like, what? Oh shit! Ah! What in the world?
What's happening?
What in the world? What in the God's kid? We're just gonna keep praying.
Close your eyes and act like there ain't nothing weird happening here.
Okay, the baby got sucked in.
Oh,
No, Janus!
It's my husband.
How could he even get close to the presence of God? He couldn't even look at crosses without going, ah!
Yes, my son!
Maybe that's the reason. It's his blood. Oh, no. God said, back down, Voter. And he's in a costume. What the f...
It just isn't possible
What?
to be my son, Janus.
Yes.
It's the birth of a superhero!
Superhero Janus.
Look, he's even wearing the suit!
It's Superhero Janus.
Janus! You have been solely for the purpose of destroying your own father!
No!
Janus, he's your father. That poor tortured and tormented
What?
creature deserves your mercy.
Is he not the vampire Dracula, servant of Satan?
Yes.
His
So
mother
was
kept him
I.
a willing servant of Satan, my son. He did not choose to be a vampire.
He just,
must
I like how
not
Satan
blame
just, or Dracula just knew what he was coming there for. He's like, God's reviving my child so he will come and kill me!
He loves
Ah!
you so much.
I am only doing what I was created to do, Mother. I have no choice.
No,
That's
mother.
it. Try to understand. It's not my choice to do this thing any more than it was his willing choice to be a slave of Satan.
You're both helpless then, aren't you?
He wasn't willing. He was revived of his own.
And I am the personification of goodness. We are mortal enemies by our nature.
Well then, does this mean it is my fate to be the personification of hopeless suffering, to look on helplessly while my son and my husband struggle to destroy one another? Is this the punishment heaven has chosen for me?
I have to do it, Mother. And it isn't a matter of revenge and punishment. It's only justice.
Oh, Janus, he loves you so. No child ever had a more devoted father, and he has suffered so much.
I'm just imagining being these three going, what in the hell are we watching?
Oh, Janus, get
I am one of those three. Wondering what the fuck am I watching? He looks like one of the Eternals. Marvel hero, born.
I'm sorry.
Janus!
Janus, wait.
I keep on thinking there's...
Oh, fuck, he turns into a gold eagle.
He's just like his papa.
I wonder if Disney will give him his own movie.
Just get Janus' own... Hey, Janus.
Janus and the Forces of Good.
Fighting Dracula,
I
his
hate
daddy.
to intrude upon your grief, but I must have a word with you.
What is it you want?
My name is Hans Harker, and I have some rather distressing
My name is
information
Han
about your
Solo.
husband's past, which I think you should know.
I know
We haven't
everything
got to that
about my
point,
husband's
Disney.
past. He has never kept secrets from me.
Then no doubt he told you
Oh,
that
God,
he
there's that
murdered
gun
my
going again.
father and my wife and my daughter as well. The man is a vampire, a vile monster. He's a demon from hell whose total life is dedicated to committing horrible obscenities upon all mankind. I have vowed upon my sacred honor that I will destroy him.
Your noble purpose has already been accomplished.
My purpose will not be accomplished, madam, until Count Dracula is dead.
My poor, tormented husband Dracula has been virtually dead from the moment heaven revived Janus, Mr. Harker. It's only a matter of time before he kills his father.
You seem to be a warm and compassionate human being. Why in the world would a woman like you want to marry such an evil monster as Dracula?
I got a crossbow pointed at you, bitch. Now tell me.
My husband didn't request to become a vampire. That was the work of Satan. The torments he suffered were far worse than those he inflicted, believe me.
I do think her story's
He
interesting.
was a compassionate human, and he struggled to overcome the curse of the vampire, which compelled him to commit those abominable murders. His very soul is a tormented battlefield of good striving against evil, love against hate. All my life I pined for love and affection, because my mother died when I was a baby and my father was a cold and uncaring man, concerned only about wealth and position, so I abandoned myself to a wild and reckless life. I pursued adventure and novelty as substitutes for love and peace of mind. I was eager to try any sort of distraction that might help me to forget the gnawing emptiness inside me. I joined the cult of the Black Mask because I was lonely and craved for a sense of belonging, a feeling of kinship with others, however
Why people
foolish
go to
they might
cults?
be. I agreed to become the bride of Satan as a lark because I didn't truly believe in the occult. Little did I suspect that in that evil environment I would find the love I had sought all my life. I'm wasting my breath. You only understand hate and vengeance.
Damn.
She just walks away. That's that whole story.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Jackie's just like, I'm fucked, man.
It's no use.
Everybody just stands there staring at her like slack jawed looking at her.
Like, we didn't ask for your last story, honey.
It's like, Quit trying to make us feel sorry for Dracula.
He's like, oh, next. My favorite. Jadis come to kill you.
No more, Father. Heaven will not allow you to murder another. You must never call me Father again, my exalted, heaven-sent, murder-bent, mortal enemy.
What was that?
Imagine reading that. Imagine looking at your script and reading that.
What a fucking sentence.
Jadis, I shall show you how I have managed to
I want to write that one down. You heaven sent. I didn't even remember it. It was perfect.
We're going to fight. Ah, laser eyes. Looks like he's vomiting. Looks like he was vomiting.
So you did inherit some of my powers. And that must be why you were revived, so you could use my own powers against me. But you haven't seen the full extent of the powers of Dracula!
I will summon fire!
Yeah.
Shit, father. Ta-ta!
You haven't seen anything yet. Watch me bring fire from the sky.
I thought that was Jesus' power. Shut up!
Right.
Oh, my
Fire and brimstone.
He's coming back.
Why is she so upset? Isn't that him?
But nope, ain't him.
No, it wasn't him.
It's probably Lucifer.
Mr. Lawrence! I'll bet that black mass is behind this.
Good Lord. Ah!
This is the longest hour and 30 minutes.
Hey, at least we're having a good time.
I guess.
You're just sitting over there going, yeah, sure we are.
I'm just like, come on, what is this? What are you doing?
Are you not entertained?
Heaven resurrected Janus to fight
Dracula.
Yeah,
If they've harmed her,
what? It's not like he's wearing flip-flops.
speak to me.
Hold on, let me get my shoes on.
I'm all right.
He's wearing his house slippers. Little fuzzy ones, little bunnies on them.
Yeah, that's how he kills people. He just walks out, takes his coffee.
It's been 500 years since we last met, my dear Count Dracula. I trust all goes well with you.
Burst!
Vixen Lucifer, Prince of Darkness, Lord of the Underworld, as your sovereign of all damned souls, I command you now to appear before me!
It is I who command you here to face judgment.
Oh, darling.
Don't worry. Satan, I demand to know what this is all about.
Jesus. Sorry, I need to know. Ah.
He thinks he just has command over it. I demand you tell me what this is all about.
Where am I? I brought you home, dear Count.
That's a
Your
shot.
time of ruin is at hand, noble Dracula. Get on with it.
Get on with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, come on, bring it on.
You turn against your master, slave.
I served you well.
You have betrayed me and given comfort to my enemy, you ungrateful wretch. But as you
What
will
the
be
fuck?
daily, you shall feel the unholy wrath of Satan Lucifer.
From the unholy wrath.
The woman you stole is nothing to me, but you blaspheme by loving her. Love is the vilest transgression possible in the eyes of Satan, and as my servant you are expressly forbidden to love anyone, yet you and this woman did love one another. And from your love there came a child of heaven.
Hear me now, Lord Lucifer. Do what you will with me, but leave the woman out of this and let her go free at once, you hear?
Why should I do that? You flatter yourself in the belief that the child inherited his powers from you, but in reality it was this mortal woman, his mother, who gave him the awesome power which threatens my very empire now.
What?
Power? Power? I'm just an ordinary mortal. I have no special powers. You must be mistaken.
No mistake. You have it. An awesome power. You aren't aware of it, but once you gain control of this faculty, you'll want to use it for the good of mankind, and that can destroy centuries of my evil work on Earth. I destroy you, Dracula, for punishment, but I must destroy the woman because she is so exceedingly dangerous.
No, Satan, I will not permit you to destroy her precious life. I will oppose you, and somehow I will find the power to prevent you bringing harm to my wife.
Great words won't stop me from deposing my just punishment on you.
Jesus Christ. God damn it.
Dracula! What are you doing? You won't stop it?
Let's see, he just turns him into a werewolf.
Oh no! You made him fuzzy. What?
She got him. That's a weird sound.
They say she had superpowers.
Dracula, darling!
Fuck!
Oh, my darling!
What's come over me? I've never felt this.
No woman has found the power to prevent me from wreaking my punishment for the moment, but I'll have my revenge. Go now, both of you.
Okay.
We're home.
Oh. Oh, he's got his reflection back.
She's reflected in a mirror.
Somebody just shoots him because he's mortal now. He's one of those. He's, oh God, I'm mortal! Ah!
God damn it. I think my favorite scene's coming up soon, since he's mortal now.
Elijah.
Nope. Dog ain't doing nothing.
You two look like you've just seen a ghost or something. Even stranger, we just saw Count Dracula and he walked right past us calm as a cucumber. Elijah didn't react to him either. That is strange.
Does that mean he's not a vampire anymore?
That oddly seems likely. I've never heard of it. What do you think, Frank? Wait till you hear the rest of it. We followed him all the way downtown and watched him get on a train to New York City. New York City? Yes, bears watching.
Are you certain? He's gone to New York City?
Dracula discovered that Satan had taken away his magical powers and it made him an ordinary mortal man again. He's gone to New York in hopes of finding the vampire Layla, whose venomous bite could restore him. Otherwise, he will die at any time now.
Oh, is there no end to the suffering?
Why the fuck did they not kill him when he walked right by them?
It's just that.
Oh, you're not a vampire
What
anymore?
if you
You're
kill
cool.
your own father? What?
All All will be well, Mother.
If you were a descendant of God, your eyes shouldn't be red as shit.
City, but only one can help Count Dracula. Layla the vampire, whose bite can restore his immortality. Tired and famished with a hunger of 500 years, Dracula desperately needs money for food. He sees his chance.
Ah.
In my pocket. Come on, I can't breathe.
Murder!
Stop! Come back here! After him!
I'm hungry from 500 years, but I'll run like a crazy motherfucker.
Has it come to this, that I've become a common thief in the streets?
Here it is, my favorite part of the movie.
You remember this part?
This part I remember. Just because the image alone makes me laugh.
I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I wouldn't believe it. Count Dracula, sovereign of all vampires, exhibiting an apparent hunger for ordinary mortal food. And you're right about Elijah no longer reacting.
They just knew where he was.
It's like
It's like they have a tracking device on him.
we have no justification to kill him if he isn't a vampire. We can all be arrested and convicted of murder.
I can't kill a vampire.
He ain't a vampire. You can't kill him.
Right there. Right there is an image I remember. Just him eating a cheeseburger. Just that image alone of Dracula eating a cheeseburger, I think is hilarious.
And then looking at him out the window like,
I have it in silver or gold. That's Layla, all right. I see she's a redhead these days.
Okay.
is that his old wife?
Excuse you. I like how they're just peepee little nosers. Like, hey. This makes
That's the other Dracula, isn't it? Or the other vampire.
Vampire, yeah.
Refrigerator, okay if I open it and pour us a drink, babe?
Sure, you go ahead and pour yourself one. But I don't drink. Why?
Side boob.
Okay, Peter Griffin.
A side boob owl.
Huh?
And she just slits his
Hey.
throat.
I don't know who you are, buddy, but you better have a pretty good reason for busting in here.
Shit.
Hey, what was that noise? What are you doing out
He
there?
just pushed him against the wall. He's like, ugh.
Bad boy.
Oh god, that outfit. That outfit.
Dracula, you spoiled my dinner, and he's RH positive too. So, what brings you around after all these years and years and years and years?
Layla, I had a run-in with Satan, and as a result, he took away all my powers and made me a mortal man again.
A mortal man, you say? Very interesting. It looks good on you.
You must help me, Layla.
Yeah, I definitely like you this way, except for your wardrobe.
Layla, please.
So you want to be a vampire again. Glad to be of service. So, come to me, Dracula.
Thanks.
Oh, Jesus.
You dare come to me for help when you were the one who betrayed me and turned me into a vampire, making my existence into a living hell.
God damn. Cat noise from a bat.
You dirty devil, you know what I
Layla,
Shut up, baby.
come back!
Sounds like a man who's broke up with his ex.
All right, you've got me now. I hope you'll make quick work of it, my loving son.
My loving
Not
son.
Now that you're a mortal human being, I am empowered solely for the destruction of Lucifer's demons. I have seen that heavenly power. Your mother possessed it. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
You see what you face if you ever become a vampire again.
It was
I have
awesome.
tried. I can't face
It
the
wasn't
dying.
almighty. It
Perhaps
was
I'll find the
awesome.
answer in Pennsylvania.
Did you just say he's going back to Transylvania?
Yes. I gotta go bury myself. Laters.
He's going to Transylvania to find another vampire to transform him, and if he's successful, we better be on hand.
Get your crossbows ready.
Is this the end?
We're gonna find out. Yeah, almost.
If he succeeds, we better be on hand. I like how he just got a plane ticket. Went back to Transylvania. Or is Transylvania a place in America?
I don't think so. I think it's in Europe.
I think it is too. Well, he came over on a boat
Yeah.
in the beginning. I just can't remember if they named a place Transylvania somewhere, or maybe it's.
I think you're thinking of Pennsylvania.
Maybe it is Pennsylvania. Same thing.
We're going to Pennsylvania to hunt vampires. Here you go. Redneck Pennsylvania tour of vampires.
Forgive me for awaking you so early, Melissa. But I need your help immediately. Melissa, awake. Melissa.
Count Dracula, at last you've come back to me.
There's no time to explain, Melissa. I'm mortal, and I must have the venom from your vampire fangs to restore me at once, or I'm a dead man. Hurry!
As a fun little detail, they did remove his fangs. You notice that?
You, Dracula, I won't do it.
What? You dare disobey the command of your vampire master?
You're no longer our master, Dracula, since you became a human being. We know you married a mortal woman and fathered a human baby. It was because of this that Satan took away your powers and your immortality, and he gave us a new master.
New one?
That's all the ladies he fucked around on. Now he's going back to all of them like, help me. And none of them are like, yeah, we ain't gonna.
It feels like that movie, Ghost of the Girlfriend's Exes or something like that, where he has to get through all his exes before he gets to the new girl.
Isn't that Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
That one too. Jesus.
He produced a lot of vampires.
Yeah.
Some of them are men.
He got around.
Mr. Tummo orders your destruction. We obey.
Hear me!
We won't obey you. You're no longer master.
I am your true master, and I command you to hear me and disperse. You will obey me!
That'd be like
Hear me? Stop it! Obey me!
we will fuck you up, buddy. It's a neat concept. Dracula trying to become back a vampire.
Yeah, but the whole first of the movie, he curses. He makes himself out to sound like a victim. I didn't choose to be like this. And then now he's not. He's immortal. Now he's like, help, I need to be Dracula again.
Yeah. Like, it would be a good concept for, like, a comedy series. Like, I am the great and powerful Dracula. Oh shit, now I'm no longer Dracula.
Well, no, it'd be funny if he's Dracula and then he wants to be mortal again, and he finally gets his wish, and then he's like, oh, this sucks being mortal, I want to be Dracula again.
Yeah. Well, isn't this kind of what that is?
Yeah, but it's not a comedy.
It's taken seriously.
Don't worry, I'm not about to let anybody come in.
I ain't letting nobody in.
Save me from these vampires!
Vampires! Oh my gosh!
Vampires? Shit.
Vampires? He wasn't kidding. There must be hundreds of vampires out there.
We're wearing our crosses.
Hurry up, block them out!
All right.
Wow, listen to him.
Are you gonna be all right now, mister?
How do you not recognize Dracula, you stupid kid?
Here, sir. You look like you must be starved to death. Here's some hot soup my mother made.
Soup! Don't be a fool! Our lives are in danger! I have to think of some way to prevent them coming in here, or they'll murder all three of you as well as me. There has to be some way I can...
They're wearing crosses.
Yes!
He still reacts to the cross like he's affected.
You must be able to feel the vibrations of the crosses you're wearing, and that's why they're not trying to come in after me.
What?
The vibrations of the crosses.
Just shake a cross in front of your window and you see a bat.
Oh no!
Oh no! And...
Oh, we're surrounded by a bunch of walking dead people.
Walking dead people.
Stand back from the window.
So they can't come through as bats, but they're going to try through as undead. I want my mother. Who's holding you?
He just said our mother went to heaven so she could protect us.
Yeah.
Stop crying. Stay behind me and I'll do my best to protect you.
You protected me and let me in, so I'll like fuck you up. I can't. I must. How is that still affecting you, good sir? How is the cross still affecting you if you're immortal?
Like it makes them melt like water.
Ah! Fuck! Ah, fuck, we ain't gonna know y'all as Christians.
Turn back, mortal. You are not welcome here on the sovereign soil of Como, the vampire mascot. Como, you imposter. I have come to challenge your right to assume my title. My title was given to me by my patron Lord Lucifer himself when you betrayed him by committing yourself to a blasphemous marriage with a mortal woman. Enough talk. There's only one way to settle this. I challenge you to prove yourself worthy of usurping my title by facing me in combat. It will be a pleasure to have my followers witness your fall and humiliating defeat.
Why not?
Oh, Dracula!
Why not?
Prepare to meet your death now.
He's gonna beat you with the stick.
You're not even giving me any competition, you ridiculous mortal. How smart are you?
How smart are you?
I think it's slaughter. But he might not have, I don't know.
You're just sitting here glazing it. He looks like a freaking golem to me. Are you imbued with the power of Jesus now? Like, okay.
All-powerful master, vampires will obey you. It's the mark of the cross. I didn't defeat him after all. It was the power of the cross that destroyed Trovo. I've been used as an instrument of heaven.
God damn.
Master.
Master. Ah!
This is very dumb.
Luckily, it's almost over.
It's like, what pisses me off about this one is that it didn't have to be this dumb.
Yeah.
They had all the utilities. The animation wasn't even bad. It was tolerable.
I can get him now.
It's just the story was stupid. Just the way they presented it.
Yeah.
It's just they just fucked it up.
Don't dare interfere with him, Rachel. Don't you
They
remember
went
he
from
told us in our
square
last
one to
session
square
was Friday?
500.
Remember? I promise.
Right?
Yes.
Well, it's like Just kill the fucking guy! Quit trying to make you care about the fucking vampire. He's a bad guy. It's like he's, you know, quit trying to make him out to be like he's a redeemable character. That's the problem, is they keep fucking up the show because they want you to think he's a redeemable character.
Yeah.
And they won't, they just keep dragging it on. He just needs to be fucking killed. Like, put him in some fucking combat situation and end it.
Why are you looking at me as though you think I've gone insane?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I assure you, life is very dear to me, even though I am just an old cripple. You needn't worry about me.
All right.
Good girl.
Now let me go inside.
If his wheelchair was motorized, why was she needing to push it in the very first of the fight?
Because he's a lazy bastard. He don't want to use the...
She was pushing him when he was testing that guy's combat skills.
What's this? I have my fangs back again! Once more I am master of vampires and Lord Sovereign of the Damned! It must be the air in my castle that restored me! Dracula! Huh? Hans Harker, I believe. What are you doing in my castle? After all this time,
What?
I finally have you come, Dracula.
What?
You'll not get away from me.
His old cripple just got up and started walking.
Oh, this is insufferable!
Stabbed him.
You admit you're just standing, Dracula. That smoke is made of pure silver. What? Silver? Oh, I can't believe I've been so stupid as to be beaten so easily. That's it, Dracula. I have dedicated my entire life to your destruction, and now my mission has been completed. Now, Harker, we'll see who has won! We shall go to meet our judgment together.
What the fuck? See, I'd be fine with that if he didn't get up out of the chair. Let's meet her in together.
It's just such... It's just, it felt like it's so dragged out.
He did it. Oh.
He did it. Well, Daddy got fucked.
He never did shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to tell me, Janus. I already knew it. Dracula's gone. He's dead.
I know what a nightmare of suffering your life has been, Mother, but that's all in the past now, and you must try to make a new beginning.
Oh, they're hot
Can't I
now.
think about a new beginning, Janus? There's nothing to live for anymore.
I'll always be with you, and through me, he'll be with you as well.
You represent the best of both of us, son. I know
Oh,
he's
that's
as pure as
why.
I am.
You think so?
Of course he is. What?
Baby's back.
Oh, Janus.
Now he's back to being a baby.
And his dead body was...
There is something left to live for after all, my son, and we shall make a new beginning together.
And
In Transylvania, crumbling ruins are all that remain of Count Dracula's castle, symbolic of the crumbled ruin of his mortal life on Earth. A once mighty fortress, fallen to rubble and decay, haunted by tragic memories of a once mighty warrior and leader, fallen to the decadence and depravity of mortal sin. At the end, he was a man, inevitably destined to face the eventual fate of all men.
Let's see what the comments say real quick.